Hey there everybody, Scudder here today. It is June 29th, 2010, and I'm back with another garden update for you guys. Got some stuff growing here. I'm just going to show you guys this. This right here is some squash that I had planted, and I had it planted in a pot about this size right here. And this was grown from seed, and these are heirloom seeds, and I had to transplant it and put it into a big pot, as you can see right there. And I was kind of worried about transplanting it because I wasn't sure if it was going to survive or not, but so far it's done pretty good, and actually it's growing out pretty big, so hopefully that worked pretty well. Over here, these are some tomatoes. These are new. This is a new addition from my last video. These are new tomato plants that I planted and just got them planted last week. So we're going to hope that they're going to do pretty good. I've tried experimenting using a little bit bigger pots. You can see right here, just for those of you who are doing container gardening, this right here, I don't know if you can see that. This came from a grocery store, from the bakery. And this is what one of their glazes came in, and so I just used that and just drilled holes in the bottom for it to drain, and that'll give it a little bit bigger pot. These are just pots I got from, I don't know, a nursery or yard sale or somewhere. They come probably from some kind of nursery, and they're a little bit bigger pots, so I'm going to hope that these are going to take off. They're doing so far. We're going to hope that they take off. Let me go around here and show you guys something over here. This right here, excuse me, if you guys can see, let me scoot it out a little bit. That's a boot that I planted in. This was just an old snow boot that I had, and I just took it and I took the liner out of it and planted directly in it, and I drilled holes. You probably can't see them, but down here at the bottom I drilled some drain holes, and then underneath I just took the drill and drilled some drain holes. And so far it's doing alright. It's doing pretty good. So see, you can use just about anything in the garden. This right here is an old waste basket that I had, and of course drilled holes in the bottom there, and I put this in a pan because I've got that big pot back there, and that'll help collect a little bit of the water. So you can grow in just about anything. Those are the new tomatoes. Now these right here are existing tomatoes that I already had, and as you can see, they are getting bigger finally. I'm happy about that. I've already had to tie them off on the bottoms, and it looks like I'm going to have to start tying them off again at the top, but some of them are getting blooms on them, as you can see, so that's good. I'm proud of that. These are some more squash plants, and I'm not sure, I may transplant this one. I haven't decided because it is in kind of a little bit smaller pot. This one probably not, because it's just a single plant. That one I doubt either. This one has got, I think, about 4 or 5 plants in it, and so I may end up transplanting that one out. Over here, these are some more tomatoes, and they're actually starting to put on little babies. If you can see, they don't look super healthy as far as strength goes. So we're going to wait and kind of see what happens with that. These are some pepper plants that I've got, and they're starting to do a little bit better. They're getting a little bit bigger. We've had some rain over the past few days, so that's helped quite a bit. But they're getting a little bit bigger. This is some more squash plant that I've got. That one right there, this one, I may end up transplanting that one because I've got 3 growing, and that's a pretty small container. So I may transplant that this week. These are some more tomato plants. These guys are not doing super well, so I'm not sure if they're going to even produce anything. That one right there is taking off a little bit better, so I may keep it and just pull this one up and toss it. These are some cucumbers on my cucumber trellis thing here, you can see, and these are doing better. They're starting to grow. They're vining out pretty good. And the reason that I grew them up on the trellis, just so that you'll understand, is so that they'll attach and grow up that way. But they're doing pretty good so far. Those are a couple of cherry tomato plants. And I know they're in small pots. I'm considering maybe putting these in a little bit bigger pots. But they are getting bigger. And I got a couple little blooms on them. So we'll see on that. These right here, this and this, these are cubanella peppers. And I've never grown these before. So we're going to try. But you can see they've got just some little bitty buds on them. So we're going to see if these will get bigger. These are some tomato plants that I've got, and these are growing pretty good. They're getting a little healthier. These three guys, I don't know about these three little guys down here and here and over here. I've been trying, but they just don't seem like they're going to get any bigger. So those may have to end up being tossed. These are my cherry tomatoes. Right here, some more. And these are actually getting bigger. They're starting to grow and take off. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to go anywhere, but they're actually getting bigger. So hopefully they're going to do pretty good. If you can see, they're trying to get a little blooms. So hopefully those will do better. My mortgage lender heirloom tomato is finally doing a little bit better. I was kind of concerned because if you can see the stalk there's not a lot of leafage or anything on the stalk, but he's perking up and looking better, so I'm hoping he's going to do better. This is some more squash. That one not doing so good. The other ones, so-so. These are more cubanellas that I planted. I planted a cubanella in one of the boots, so we're going to see how that goes. Peppers, getting a little bit stronger. I've got already got some peppers coming on, if you can see there. So these guys might do all right. Over here, this was my tire planter experiment, and as you can see, this is a squash, and I've got some babes coming up in this one, a few in this one. Over here, this is a different variety of squash, and these are actually doing much better. So I've got some new babes coming up, and I was excited about that. And this right here is cucumbers, and you can see my cucumbers are doing great. In fact, I'll probably have to thin some of these out because there's too many. I think I counted about 20 in there, or close to it, and I'm going to have to thin them out because they won't produce well if I don't. But I was just tickled because these were all grown from heirloom seeds, and they're doing pretty good. So anyway, guys, that's the garden stuff so far. I didn't get a chance to plant any beans yet. I was going to do beans, and I haven't done beans yet. I'm going to have to put some more stuff up for sale on eBay and sell some more stuff through my Yahoo yard sale store before I can afford to buy any more soil. So I'm going to try to get on that in the next day or two and get some stuff up for sale so that I can make some stuff for, make some more money for some more soil. And I'm going to try to plant some beans. They may not do very well, may not produce many, but I want to experiment with them and do the beans in the pots and see how they're going to do. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's the garden thus far. You guys can feel free to leave comments if you'd like, suggestions or ideas or anything like that. If you want to make video responses with your own garden, please do make video responses and share your garden with other people. And we shall talk to you guys later. You guys take care. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.